I feel something close. Bridge is up. Wonder why.
To keep folk in, or to keep something out?
I feel a draft.
From the invisible. This is locked from the inside.
The village is full of ghost wards. They're afraid of something.
Leave them up. Cause no trouble.
Oh there! Anyone home? Where did they go?
and souls of New Eden be fenced with iron and God's own light. Aye, Fairfax demons down in great wrath upon my soul do pray that our friends find fortitude in our success. Exiled from our homes by the devil's machinations, we congregate before the Lord in this new meeting house. We gather, we worship, we overcome. And we shall be well protected by the holy ward my son now makes under my instruction. For I have spent hours countless in your service, poring through books and papers, devouring the oeuvre of my peers, that our meeting house be safe.
Fairfax Haskell, for whom the word pompous was invented.
Half-built? Yes. Open to the four winds? Yes. But already it is resplendent with our faith. A shining reminder of our renewed belief in better days. McCraith, Mr. McCraith. I thought you. What happy portent, what most excellent news. What blessings. I applaud your valorous deeds. O fate, I say, dead sir, I thought you dead.
Maybe I am.
Do not make light of such matters, my friend, for the devil's wrath is wide awake, and his claw scratches at our door, metaphorically speaking.
I'm alive. I promise.
My friends, I shall deliver this sermon another time. The battle with the devil's legions is ongoing, and Mr. McCraith and I have much to discuss. Thank you, Lammy. Behold this miracle of ours, Mr. McCraith. Exiled we, yet in our darkest hour we find the moral vigor to build this humble monument to resilience. But you and I must speak of darker matters. For we, erudite men of higher learning, know that evil yet walks. There is much work to be done.
Indeed there is.
Yes, yes. Forgive the inelegance of my welcome. You are alone. Do I surmise that Miss Duarte is no more?
It should have been me.
The Lord is near unto them that are of a contrite heart, and will save such as be afflicted in spirit. I'm so sorry for your loss. Grief is a journey, long and painful, but you do not walk the road alone, I promise you.
And there comes a time when you must let go and walk on alone.
In time, God healed my wounds. May you too find peace. Now, I regret that even at this most burdensome time for you, I must move with haste to business and beg once more for your help.
What's going on? It must be serious if you're asking for my help.
Since your defeat at the meeting house, the devil, heartened and emboldened, goes from strength to strength. He insinuates himself among my people, reveling in the suffering of the disease he unleashes upon us. It pits one against the other. Suspicion tears this community apart once again. All this to weaken my people and lead them away from the light of God.
In times of disease, you need doctors, and I'm no doctor.
We'll not treat the symptoms, we'll tear out the root. An agent of the devil walks among us. A witch! You must find her, or him, as it may be. You and I share great expertise, but I'm a man of position, while you, sir, are much more familiar with field work. Go, meet my people, walk amongst them. Learn which of them secretly serves the demon, that we may expunge this evil malady from our body politic.
What makes you think there's a witch at work here?
Aye, sir, I'm a man of God and intellect. I can read the signs. When a so-called mystery disease afflicts half of my people overnight, there can be only one culprit. 'Tis the devil's doing, sir. Probably through one of his servants. For you see, I understood immediately that the water in the well had been tainted. There are no strangers here. You could self-accept it. No one has fled. The guilty woman, or man, I suppose, remains within the village. As evil walks, the evil are emboldened, but this witch shall see her downfall. Or his, of course. As did the last one. As will the next. Some years ago, you may have heard tell of this, I made my name on the execution of a terrible witch. It pains me that I must do it once more.
I am no witch hunter. My business is with the lingering dead.
For a fee, yes, I know. But you can't deny evil practitioners exist. A few years ago, I had to cleanse this community from such a threat.
Do you mean Deborah?
You know a little already, I gather. Yes, Deborah, the crooked school teacher. When Deborah showed her true nature, I was proud to pass judgment upon her. She earned her punishment. Her mask was a good one, as if butter would not melt upon her tongue. But you cannot fool a man of faith and intellect. No, sir, you cannot.
You'll not mind me saying it, but for a Puritan paradise, you seem to get more than your fair share of witches.
God has not forsaken us, but someone here does the devil's work. Find me a witch, Mr. McCraith. Return this place to the Lord.
I'm a working man, Governor, but the Lord does seem happy to pay, so I'll do what I can. This illness, tell me of it.
Upon my arrival here in the Harrows, I immediately set about protecting the place with consecrated tokens. Safeguarded from the curse, we all felt safer, for a time. Then some devil poisoned the well, our only source of water. Someone on the inside, mind.
Spoiled water proves nothing.
A wise point and well made, Banisher, if not for the fact that we have been, for months on end, under the obvious influence of a terrible curse. One way or another, the devil has found an agent among us, and who knows what nefarious ill-doing old Black Spy plans next.
I noted your ghost wards with some interest.
Ghost wards, an interesting name. I call them sanctifiers, a name more palatable to my flock.
This requires a great deal of occult knowledge. Where did you learn your craft?
Etienne Roulet, one of the greatest demonologists of our time, is a good friend of mine. I improved upon his work.
Why did you not use them in New Eden when the curse began?
It was more complicated to convince the whole congregation of the necessity to use magic. Here, people have more trust in my unmovable probity.
A man in your position must know what goes on in his own community.
Why, of course I know all that there is to know. Or near enough. Ask your questions, sir. Ask away.
How goes the colony?
Sir, the body politic bears a heavy weight. Not content with weakening their flesh, the devil's evil attacks the people's hearts and minds. Until you expose the culprit, the harmony of this divinely beautiful commonwealth shall remain marred by suspicion and mistrust. Long story shortened, people are not getting along.
How did you, a man of position and faith, become a demonologist?
Ah, yes. If you'll indulge me for a moment, I shall explain, in the briefest manner possible. Though blessed with intellect and no little faith, I also had privilege. I had the means for an education, time and place with which to study. For a time, my father was a pupil of Henry Boggart, the great demonologist. He had the books, I had the aptitude. When he passed, I donned his mantle. My father taught me about duty. I have gifts, faith, intellect, position. I must protect them. I must use them to protect my people. This is my duty. This is my burden.
Your son, how would you describe him?
Lamentation? How would I describe him? Well, he's curious. Inquisitive, I mean, as opposed to peculiar. Although he has his moments there, too. I tried to teach him demonology, to make him the third generation of witch hunters. But he revealed no disposition. Occult knowledge could only obfuscate his good nature. At heart, he is a naive boy who reads a lot and doesn't say much.
I'll take my leave of you, Governor.
Of course. Outside, you must take the stairs. While you're with us, the first house on the left shall be your home.
Another witch hunt.
If there even is a witch, Deborah was innocent.
Good day to you, madam.
Richard? That you?
Afraid not, ma'am. Red McCraith, I'm a banisher.
Is that a breed of doctor I've not heard of? I need no bandages.
Not exactly, no.
What brings you here, Doctor?
I'm starting to wonder myself. I'm a banisher. I'm here to help the colony. I'm to lift the curse.
That'll be nice. What colour did you say your name was?
Red, ma'am. Red McCraith.
You, young man, have a tongue as refined as your appearance is rough. I'm Hepzibah Perkins. Goody Perkins to you.
May seem a strange question, but have you noticed anyone acting strange?
Strange, you say? Who of late has not been acting strange? Well, there's always the alewife. I can't remember her name. She's furtive. She wanders.
What's new round and about? Do you know?
I'm not the crier. I've neither the voice nor the memory for it.
What can you tell me of Governor Haskell? What's your view of him?
Oh, he's such a clever man. Listens keenly. He is vain, though. These men are often very, very lonely, you know.
Do you know Lamentation? Lammy Haskell, the governor's son. What think you of him?
Oh, he's a good boy. Like his father in that respect.
How are things in the Harrows?
Folk are upset. The governor says there's a witch. That would explain all the death and disease. And what have you. I only leave the house to attend service. For God has granted me wisdom and mercy.
I'll bid you good day, Goody Perkins.
May God grant you grace, Mr. McWraith.
Tis our honour you're here, sir.
You're the governor's son, right?
Yes, sir. Lamentation Haskell. Friends call me Lammy. Or they would if I had any. Please, call me Lammy. I have so many questions, sir. So many questions. But I suspect this is not the time.
No, not the time. But perhaps you may help me anyway.
Me? Why, if I can help, I'd be honoured.
Your father believes there is a Harrow's witch. Have you noticed anyone acting strange?
I'd answer, sir, I surely would, only things being as they are, everyone is acting strange. The curse brought illness, illness brought division, division has led to strife. We could do with some healing, sir, we could. We need you to bring us peace.
So tell me, Lammy, what do you do?
What?
How do you spend your days?
I assist my father, especially with the ghost wards. That keeps me very busy. When I can, I continue my research into the mysteries of life. Wildlife, mostly. If I can find any. Those that aren't dead have left New Eden. Who can blame them?
Must be hard, being the governor's son and all.
Is it? I don't know. I've never been anyone else's son.
Hard to grow up in his shadow, I would have thought.
Only if you like the attention, not me. I just want to read books and learn stuff. People leave me alone mostly. I like that. Mostly.
Your father spoke of the pestilence.
He did? Then, sir, you know as much as I do.
If you have an opinion of your own, I'd be glad to hear it.
Since you ask it, I believe a thing most vile assails us. An evil of origin unknown and perhaps unknowable.
So the pestilence is part of the curse?
Yes. Of course, the curse. Of course it's the curse. What else could it be?
Those ghost wards are quite unique.
They are, aren't they? Conceived by Etienne Roulet, but made by my father. Do you use them as well in your line of work?
Not really. I mostly talk to ghosts. I don't repel them.
Of course. Still, each tool has its purpose, and these troubled times we need all the tools we can get. Magic is glorious when wielded by the righteous.
You seem to know a lot about it.
Oh, if only, sir, if only. I'm still learning. Many of the subtleties and nuances escape me yet.
Good day to you, Lammy.
Good day to you, sir.
Ghost Ward. I think you can safely knock it over. The ward's power is gone. Can you find a way around the locked door?
Give us this day our daily bread. Our bread, not our ale, our bread. Do you want us to starve? I should have the yeast. You know it, Mistress Barrow, you know it full well.
If you want yeast, then grow your own. Just stick some in a jar and grow it, and you'll have it forever. Now there is none, and it's my fault.
Food is a staple, and drink is a luxury. Give me the yeast.
How many different ways do you need to hear it? Of yeast, there is no more. There is yeast, no more. Yeast? No, no more.
You're lying.
Now,
Good day, sir.
Good day, madam.
Mistress. Lucy Barrow, the alewife.
Red McGrath, the Banisher. Alewife, is it? I'd never have guessed from looking at you.
And what does an alewife look like, Mr. Banisher?
She's got you there.
Can I ask, have you noticed anything strange lately? If you have, be sure to tell me.
I'll be sure to tell you if I see anything normal. Strange is the flavour of the hour, the week, the month, and the year. Yet folks still gossip. They're suspicious, aggressive, impatient. Perhaps they hanker for normality. I suppose it figures.
Well, if you hear anything that strikes you as unusual, do let me know. Tell me about yourself, about your work.
What are you, the census taker? I'm Lucy Barrow. I'm earnest, proud, clever. I'm a widow of 41. My husband and I ran a tavern in England. I was the brains, he was... well, he was there. And if you call me Widow Barrow, I'll fetch my shears and dock your chestnuts.
What brought you to New Eden?
Freedom. Prosperity. The chance to watch good Puritan men drink till they are sick, even as they fill my purse. And chestnuts. I came for chestnuts.
Now, I happen to know that the alewife hears stories others don't. So, what's new?
Want a story, do you? All right. Recently, I saw Phoebe Walcott walking strangely. She was hiding something under her coat. I don't know what it was, but she went into her barn, and when she came out, she no longer had it. I've seen her repeat the deed on several occasions. Not that I'm counting, nor that I care.
How's life in the Harrows? As sweet as you would wish?
When is life as sweet as one could wish?
Well, that depends on how you define sweetness.
Sweeter ale sells better, but the sweetness makes it weaker.
Tell me about the governor. Not a big ale drinker, I imagine.
Sadly, no. Perhaps if he had been, he might not have been such an arseworm. He's a man, afraid of me, an educated woman. He pries, comes calling to check the contents of my pot. He's afraid, a scared little man. I am a woman of brains and means, but despite that, nay, because of it, I fear the witch hunt.
What can you tell me about Lamentation Haskell?
I hardly know him. He doesn't talk much. I suspect he's smart, but it's hard to tell. He's a little boy. Adorable, of course, but hardly interesting.
Would you be interested in a trade at all?
What do you need?
I'll take my leave of you for now.
Have a good day, sir.
Good day to you, sir.
Likewise. Red McCraith. You?
Perry Cottle, I'm the baker. What are you doing out here in the rustics?
I'm a banisher. I'm looking for ghosts.
Find no ghosts here, sir, nor demons. The governor, in his piety, sees to that.
I envy your faith, Mr. Cotto.
How's that working out so far?
Have you noticed anything strange lately? Changes in demeanour, odd comings and goings?
Lucy Barrow goes picking plants. All furtive like. I've seen her. I've watched her. She puts them in her strange concoctions. Won't tell me what's in there. Maybe she'd spill it to you.
Thank you. I'll look into it. A man can do any number of things with his life. What drew you to baking?
Oh, any of a dozen reasons. I'll not bore you with all 13. That's also how old I was when my parents died. I needed work. The baker needed a boy. He was a hard man. His wife was a pure-hearted woman. Taught me well. 'Tis hard work, but I love it. I love it dear.
What brought you to New Eden? Were they short a baker?
Elsewhere, folks backslide. Here, we know the value of our daily bread, of God's own bounty. Here, the baker is near in position to a minister.
What's the word around here?
Ah, it's gossip you want. Well, so be it. Recently, as I made my way to the mill, I saw Ishmael Lore sneak into Phoebe Walcott's barn, his arms laden. Now, I don't know what he carried, but since then, he has seemed skittish.
How's life in the Harrows? Does it taste sweet now? Or does it taste bitter yet?
Life in the Harrows, sir, tastes like hard work. And so it bloody should.
What can you tell me about the governor?
Pious man of great eloquence. He likes a sour loaf, fresh from the oven, so warm the butter melts right through. I trust him completely. He's devoted, he serves his congregation, diligent and mindful, just like me.
What can you tell me about Lamentation Haskell?
He seems a good boy. Peculiar. Not the brightest. He's not like his father. Oh, no, not at all.
I should go.
God go with you.
Lucy. Surprising. I'm curious to hear her take on all this. The well. It feels off.
Smells off too. How are you, Mr. Bachelor?
I do not need the services of a heretic today. And nor do the people of New Eden.
He seems pleasant.
Seen anything strange of late?
Do you speak of the disease eating at the fabric of our fair community? We've sealed the well, closed homes and houses, and said our prayers. It has not worked.
apart from that, have you noticed anyone behaving strangely? I have to ask.
I have seen the alewife, Mistress Barrow, lurking by the well, hands in her pockets, clutching at her herbals. And as I think of it, before his house burned down with his wife and brother in it, Caleb Watson and the alewife had a sharp exchange of words. 'Twere as if she'd cursed him. If there is a Harrow's witch, I'd start looking there.
I'll steer you away from the idea that the alewife is a witch, but I'll look into it all the same. What does a teacher do with no kids to teach?
Teaching, sir, takes preparation. At some point in the future, the roads will open and the children will return, and I, sir, shall be prepared.
Why didn't you leave with the kids?
For some time I wished I had. Watching the children walk away near broke my heart. For many weeks I was lost. But the Lord had other plans for me. I know it now.
And they are?
You shall see for yourself soon enough that you may bear witness.
What news around and about?
I'll make no report to a troublemaker like you.
I must take my leave of you, sir.
God keep you, for I shall not.
Mistress Barrow, can I speak with you?
All right. Speak.
Can I ask you something?
You may.
It is delicate. You're the subject of certain rumours. Did you know this?
What are you talking about?
They say you wander the woods, alone.
So?
They say you burned someone's house down. Revenge, they say.
They say that, do they? They talk, Mr. McCraith, while I work. They'll drink my ale, let them talk. Are we out of rumours now? Or are there more?
They say you put herbs in the ale.
Amongst other things, yes. You'll note that they also drink the ale. And don't you believe everything you hear.
I'll take my leave of you for now.
And I of you.
I doubt she's who we're looking for. There was another name. Caleb Watson.
Good day to you both.
And a good day to you too, sir. And wasn't that quite the entrance you made? You'll be the talk of the town.
So, what brings you to our wee corner of the world?
The governor bade me make the rounds. He suspects evil doing.
If it's evil doing you're after, you may turn around and hurry back to New Eden Town.
I met your partner there, the woman. It seems like a lifetime ago now. May God hold you and protect you in your grief.
Now, if you'd excuse us, my sister's not feeling well and we must hurry home.
When I met Elizabeth in New Eden Town, she seemed healthy.
Dear Eve, I didn't catch your names.
God be with you and your terrible pronunciation. Mary Claire O'Hara. This is my sister, Elizabeth.
Noticed anything strange around here of late?
Strange. A fine word for the devil's work. I call it evil. Look around you. The Harrows are dying.
Our flock took sick. Every last animal dead. Ram, lamb, and ewe.
Then the people took their turn. Many of our neighbours are with the Lord. At least, that's where we hope they are.
If there's witchery afoot, I'll need help finding the culprit. Do you have suspicions you'd care to share?
Well, Caleb Watson lately talks to himself. And if you interrupt him, why, he's as rude as a goat. And he was such a well-mannered man, too.
Lord forgive me, but I don't like him. The man has stopped washing. He reeks.
Interesting. Thank you. I'm no healer, but I'll help if I can. Do you have plants as need gathering? Something to ease the pain?
All the meadow sweet and vervain in the world will not help this fever, I fear.
We need no help from the godless. Thank you very much.
Our faith guides and protects us.
From where comes the fever?
A bad cut that's spoiled. 'Tis not your concern.
She's dangerously sick. Either she doesn't know it, or she knows it and is hiding it.
It's pleasant to meet another Gale. Where in Ireland are you from exactly?
We left Clarenbridge for Boston many years ago.
How's life with the English?
We're all the same saints under God, sir. And we too are New Englanders now. After 7 years in service, we've earned our place here.
What do you do around here?
We raise livestock, or at least we used to.
We lost it all to the witch's curse. And the curse still stands, does it not? Banisher.
A witch, eh? Do you mean Deborah? Did you know her?
No.
No, you don't mean Deborah, or no, you didn't know her.
We only heard the rumours. Still, we'll not speak ill of the dead, however wicked or depraved they may have been.
What happened to the farm?
Sickness took Elizabeth's sheep. And I can weave nothing without wool. And now you really must be going. We'll take up no more of your time. I insist.
I'll let you rest, so. Slan live. Goodbye to you.
Would you pray with us, Mr. McCrate?
Elizabeth.
God hath numbered my kingdom. Whatever my sister may believe, I've not long now. Please, pray with us.
I surely will, if you wish it.
Pray for healing, Mr. McCraith.
No, pray for peace.
Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors.
Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen.
May the road rise to you, Elizabeth O'Hara.
Worry not about me. I'll be in heaven long before the devil knows I'm dead.
Elizabeth O'Hara, don't tempt him. God be with you, Red McCrae, and a good day now.
Caleb Watson. We keep hearing that name.
Let's pay him a visit.
Looks like we found the cobbler's shop.
Good day to you, Mr. McGrath.
I'd wish you the same if I knew your name, sir.
Ishmael Law. I have seen you in the meeting house. I have recognized the markings on your hands. I would have liked to have been a banisher, to tackle with the mysteries of our world. That must be something.
Have you noticed, by chance, any strange behavior hereabouts?
Our village has suffered much loss of late. Many of my neighbors have seen the disease take their loved ones. They get sick, and you never see them again. Maybe you hear them moan as you pass their house, but then the moaning stops. In times like these, pray tell, if a person was behaving strangely, how could I possibly tell?
I'm sorry, but I can tell from the look in your eye that you've someone in mind.
Watson, the shoemaker. Perhaps because of illness, or through the loss of his loved ones, but whatever has befallen the poor man, he seems to have lost his mind.
You wanted to be a banisher? That's unusual.
As a child, I met a banisher. I was impressed by the marks on his hands, the assurance in his demeanor. He made me feel safe. You do God's work, though you know it or not. Like Charles Davenport, I respected the minister a great deal. He's a terrible loss.
You wanted to become a banisher. Why didn't you?
I got married instead. Came to New England. Ruined everything.
Tell me about folk round here.
A vast subject that requires, perhaps, a more specific question.
Tell me about Governor Haskell.
A man like me does not get to know a man like him. He is a man of faith. We all trust him. That's all I can say.
Tell me about Lamentation Haskell.
Nice boy. Very secretive. I do not understand the things he says. Fortunately, he does not say them to me.
How about you? How are you feeling?
I've not been asked this in a long time. I am feeling a bizarre conflict between faith in the Lord and sheer unholy terror.
I'll see you later, Ishmael.
Anytime, sir.
Governor.
May I help you, Mr. McCraith?
I'll take...
Mr. McCraith.
Smells...
It's justice. Start anew. Shite on these people. They can't hurt us. But how could you make him kiss it again?
Oh there. Are you all right, sir?
We're closed. Now. Out with you. Leave. Leave.
I can tell from your surly demeanour that you won't mind me asking you a couple of questions. I'm Red McCraith. I'm a banisher. I'm searching the area for evidence of witchcraft. And you, I can tell, are itching to help me.
Show your shiting shapes, goose peddler. No witches here. Only myself, Caleb Watson.
The governor bade me make the rounds. Is anyone acting strange?
Why would he ask you that?
Everyone keeps secrets. And I have a talent for uncovering them.
I ain't got no secrets. I ain't done no wrong. Search me house if you don't believe me. See for yourself. And when you're done, if you're any kind of man, you'll come back here, doff your cap, apologise, then shite off and never come back.
If you're looking for someone acting strangely, I think you've found your man.
Tell me a tale. What have you heard round about lately that might be of interest?
Gossip's for shite bags. Not being a shite bag, I don't gossip.
I'll be leaving you alone for now.
A man content with his own company is never alone. You hear that? Good one, right? It's ours anyway. Should have been ours since the beginning. You know it's true. It's wrong. It's wrong.
Being courted by two brothers at once rarely ends well.
Personal experience.
Don't go there.